Welcome to Tall and Driver, where I review vehicles from a tall person's perspective. It's 2023 Hyundai IONIQ. Let's put the seat all the way back. There's actually quite a bit of room behind the seat with it all the way back. Here I am inside of the Hyundai IONIQ 6 in the front seat, and legroom is decent. However, it's just not a lot of room between the steering wheel and the center console. So that be a little problematic. On this side is pretty good. You got this kind of beveled section of speaker, which is kind of cool. And I do like this really nice elongated handle. Although these little ripples kind of can give you vertigo a little bit. But this is cool. You can grab it at any point. This does kind of protrude just a little bit on where your thigh might be, but it's not a sharp angle, so that's not an issue. Lots of room down there. Footwell is pretty cool. I'll move that paper back. But yep, this part right here, and the steering wheel is out as far as it can be. So, but no, overall, let's see, is there any power in here? No. Oh, no. No key nearby, so it's not going to give me any action. But, yeah, still feels roomy, at least in the front. But yeah, this is a little narrow for big folks, for tall folks. I was nervous that the shifter would be where my knee is, so it's close, but it doesn't impede. With the steering wheel in the way, this is pretty comfortable. I got the seat moved all the way back. It's a manual, at least in the one that I'm in. And armrests are really cool. Super elongated armrests, so for folks with long arms like myself, that works. That's cool. Little area to keep some nooks and crannies. I do really like this big, huge speaker grill. It actually gives you a little bit more room, but this part does poke out just a little bit and can hit you right where your thigh is. So that can be a little bit of an ergonomic issue, but good lengthwise. And headroom is cool. And ergonomically for big folks, like I said, if you're a passenger, you're good. I can imagine myself on a decently extended road trip, but I would have to take turns if I was a driver, because the steering wheel doesn't allow for a lot of room in between your leg and the center console. But everything else, nice. Fit and finish is always top notch on Hyundai and Kias. They know how to do it, and they think of everything typically. So not bad for the first mid-size all-electric sedan. Well, here's what it looks like with me in the back seat, sitting behind myself where the seat was set up at, and pretty tough. I have to put the seat lower just to get a better seating angle, and so it does kind of squeeze where my feet are down below here, where I can feel the top of the seat pushing down, and you can see how far my knees are protruding. And then the sloped angle of the roof line is right on my head. And so, yeah, even if I squat down, it's not really happening. Obviously, if somebody else was driving, I'd be in a lot more comfortable seating position. So maybe I'll switch to this other side and see what that's like. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm on the rear passenger side where the seat is up a little forward, but I do have to say the high floor does put your knees really high up, and that's kind of odd. Feels a little awkward with the high floor, basically because I got to fit the battery below there. Once again, headroom is still a challenge. Legroom is a little better with the seat scooted forward. The width is good. The elbow area, I tell you, the door is nice though. The door is sculpted really smooth and ergonomic, so elbows can fit here on the armrest really nicely. I can see how that could be comfortable in the long road trip. There's nothing like spiky or no seams that would be right where your elbows are, so that's cool. So they did a really good job. A couple little nooks and crannies too in the door pocket, which is cool. No lower cup holder in the door. That's unfortunate. Where you would normally put a water bottle. So if you do have 3 people in the back, you can't really access any cup holders, except for when you have 2 people, you got the armrest, obviously. But all in all, back seat, the sloping roof line is going to cut into people's headroom, and the high foot floor is tough for tall people like myself. And so, yeah, Hyundai IONIQ 6. Once again, I guess it's considered a mid-size sedan, and it does have some decent legroom in the front, but it's a little narrow, and once again, the high floor makes it a little tough. Leg angle goes really high. So, all right, that's it.